Associate Professor Liesl Dyson from the Department of Geography, Geoinformatics and Meteorology at the University of Pretoria joins us now. Prof, thank you so much for your time. Just talk to us, is this common this time of the year in terms of the weather patterns that we are currently seeing? I mean, while some parts of Gauteng were severely damaged by the hailstorm yesterday, a suspected tornado was also spotted in Mpumalanga.
Yes, no, I saw the videos. It was definitely a tornado and large hail, golfball-sized hail in Midrand specifically that was particularly hard hit. And the answer is yes. The November months are the months with the highest frequency of severe weather, severe thunderstorms over the Highveld of South Africa. So that includes Gauteng, even into the Northwest Province, but also further eastwards into Mpumalanga. So it's the November month is the month that we can expect this to happen the most.
And why is it happening, Prof? Just talk to us about, what are the weather patterns like and why particularly some areas were severely, damaged, areas were damaged and others were not. I mean, some people woke up to roads that were strewn with leaves and trees and you name it, cars damaged. Other parts of the province, didn't experience any of that.
Yes, last night, I must say, as meteorologists, we're quite excited by this, to be honest. So there was a lot of WhatsApp groups, some talk going around about it. There was only a few thunderstorms, and it was mainly over the southern parts of Gauteng. Southern parts of Gauteng and into Mpumalanga. It wasn't widespread thunderstorms that occurred over the entire area. It was isolated but severe thunderstorms. And I guess that's a good thing, because if there were more thunderstorms, maybe the devastation would have been more widespread. When it requires a lot of energy to generate such a storm. So it's therefore it becomes a little bit more isolated, because all of the energy of the atmosphere is then concentrated into these storms rather than having widespread thunderstorms all over the area. It's a bit technical to explain exactly what causes this to happen, but we need some strong winds in the upper troposphere. As you go to 5 kilometers or so upwards, there must be strong winds. The atmosphere must be what we call it unstable. After winter, the atmosphere is still quite cold, not on the ground, but in the upper level, and that's another factor that plays an important role. And then yesterday also, it's quite chilly today over the Highveld in Gauteng and Pretoria. There was what we call a high pressure system that brought in some cold air from the east. And all these factors work together to cause the severe thunderstorms to develop.
And what role does climate change have to do with what we are currently seeing, not only as a result of the hailstorm and the tornado that we are seeing in the two provinces, but just in general? I mean, it is November, and largely, most parts of the country, we're still experiencing very cold weather.
Yeah, it's quite chilly, isn't it? It's been quite chilly. I think we had our conference, our meteorological conference, just a week ago, and it was quite interesting that some of the experts in the field who deal with seasonal forecasting explained to us that this is a typical pattern that is associated with El Nino, at the early part of the El Nino season, which we are in now, that it's a little bit colder and there's more rainfall over the Cape Province, as we've also seen happening. So it appears to me, rather than climate change, it's a shift from where we've come out of a very wet summer period into what is an El Nino year, which is then usually associated with below normal rainfall over the summer rainfall area. So there is a shift, but I'm not confident to attribute this to climate change at the moment.
Prof, just a last question from me. How likely are we to experience such severe weather patterns, over the next couple of days?
Over the next couple of days, I'm not 100% sure. I didn't actually look at the forecast. We'll have to ask the weather service about that, and I'm sure if you go to their website, you'll be able to see. But as I say, November month is the hot spot time. So for the rest of the month and even into December, we should be on the lookout for these severe storms to occur. And when you get the message on your phone to say that you should take your car undercover, then maybe that's a good idea.